Happy Monday to you all. Welcome. Going to talk about a new piece of information that just came out about methylation. Now, why is that important to you? Well, as we start another new year, and we're talking about our new plan called a New You in 22, we want to talk about ways to keep healthy aging, right? Or ways to test if I'm aging properly. Ways to understand how my brain is functioning as I get older. So we pass through from 21 to 22. We're going to talk about methylation, MTHFR, and everything around aging, disease states, and all those good regions of your brain. We're going to get started here in just 1 minute. The information you hear on the Nutrition Shop Health Talk with Dr. Lynn is strictly educational and is not intended to diagnose or treat any disease. Any healthcare decision should be discussed with your health professional. And now, here is Dr. Lynn. And again, welcome to you all. I had to turn down the volume there. I had it up too high. But anyway, we're going to get started on this discussion because if you're going to make the New Year's resolution to renew you in 22, and you're going to join our plan, which is what I sent out on a Facebook post yesterday that a lot of you saw and shared. Oh, you don't follow us on Facebook. You should at thenutritionshop.net. Check that out because all the information about our Renew You in 22 plan is right there and much more to come. We'll get started here in 1 minute. And again, good afternoon to you all. The number to reach our office today, 678-228-8900. Our website, thenutritionshop.net. Under special events, you can sign up for our new 90-day plan. The early activation is there right now. Take advantage now of saving $100 on joining that great idea for the next 90 days. More to come. In the central nervous system, microglial cells play critical roles in development, aging, your brain, your immune system. The microglia, according to a definition, compose much of the immune response in the central nervous system, have been implicated in many neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. While these glial cells don't directly fire action potentials, their influence can be dramatic. So we've got these types of cells called microglial cells inside of our body. A great percentage of them in the brain. Recent studies have shown variations in the gene expression profile and phenotype of the microglia across brain regions and between different ages and disease states. So as somebody ages, these little firing pins, you might want to say, inside of our brain change. They don't fire as accurately. They don't fire as effectively. But the molecular mechanisms that contribute to these transcriptomic changes in the human brain are not well understood. So, again, this article that is pretty intense, it says the contributions of age, the region of the brain, mood disorder pathology, and inter-individual factors on the methylome of the human microglia. The Journal of Biological Psychiatry just came out. December 28th. Now, you guys are like, I'm not going to read that garbage. But and I'm going to try to dumb this down for all of us to understand. If we understand that a lot of us, from generation to generation, have developed the inability of the body to transcript or really share our DNA properly, and these little breaks in our DNA, sometimes called snippets, can affect us long term. And as we have those problems in us and we have children, it's shared to them and to their children and to their children and to their children. So all of these could add up to a lot of different problems. Now, this article talks about Alzheimer's as being one of those. Brain functioning, I'm going to put into the category of ADD. Immune system problems. How about just healthy aging? How about obesity? The microglia, the brain's own immune cells, were once thought of as a homogeneous population that was either activated or inactivated with either pro-inflammatory or neuroprotective effects. So the body either used them to protect us or we ended up protecting them. But the cells are now recognized as having a vast array of phenotypes depending on the environmental conditions. The microglia are increasingly appreciated as critical players in neurological and psychiatric disorders, from chronic low-level depression to high-intensity schizophrenia to Parkinson's to Alzheimer's. Dr. Hagedi, PhD, senior author of the work, said, to address this gap in knowledge, we set out to characterize the DNA methylation landscape. Methylation landscape. We here, I here, have been talking about proper methylation in the human body for decades. Once I realized about 6 years ago that I've got this deficit, that when I did sampling testing of saliva or a swab of the inside of my cheek, send it off to a lab to find out if I have any of the MTHFR genotype problems, and I did. And one of the risk factors of that was soft tissue tumors. And of course, 10 years ago, I had kidney cancer. And I did share those genes with my daughter. Not that she wanted them, but she ended up getting them, and we tested her. And that just meant for the time of her gestation, when she was carrying my grandkids, we had to be very aggressive in the types of folate that she was consuming. DNA methylation is the main form of epigenetic regulation, which determines the pattern of which genes are being turned on or turned off in our body, and in this case, the brain, over the course of years. So, for us to properly age, for us to protect our brain, for us to be able to stay healthy, understanding whether or not I have those gene deficits is a crucial factor, and we do offer that testing at our office. Unsurprisingly, microglia showed DNA methylation profiles that were distinct from other cells in the central nervous system. But less expected, they said, we found that inter-individual differences rather than brain region differences had a much larger effect. So it didn't matter what part of the brain this was involved with. It was from variation from person to person. It goes on to say, we found exploratory analysis showed differences in the methylation profile of microglia from brains of subjects with psychiatric disorders compared to controls. So, when we understand that this is something that is critical to be tested, something that's critical for functionality, and understanding if you do have that, it can be tolerated and can be corrected. Not permanently, but you can make distinct changes that can help you make a difference in your body. Well, I know that's confusing. But just look up MTHFR. Just Google search that. Google search methylation. Look at that. So if you're having trouble with brain functionality, anxiety, etc., this is definitely an area that needs to be looked at intensely. We do that by doing a consult. Hi everybody, this is Dr. Lamb, and I want to talk to you today about a consultation. Nutritional consultation, what's that all about? It's what we do. It's a personal one-on-one time we put aside, whether it be via social media or Zoom or in person, where we can have the ability to work closely to enhance your health. The aim is to enhance your bodily functions, alleviate symptoms of illness, improve your lifestyle through a nutritional intervention. Some people simply want to undergo a diet to ensure they're eating correctly and avoid illness. Other people have medical problems or are suffering from various symptoms that they believe can be alleviated by making nutritional changes to their diet. Other common reasons to undergo a consultation include a desire to lose weight, digestive issues, skin complaints, low energy, lethargy, stress, fertility issues, competitive sports, the list goes on. Before your consultation, we'll ask you to complete a comprehensive questionnaire. This questionnaire will focus on all aspects of your diet, lifestyle, medical history, medications you may be taking, current health concerns, and really importantly, your goals. We may also ask you to do a food and drink diary for those 3 days, maybe up to a week, so we can document everything you eat and drink during that time. Once you've completed this questionnaire, we'll look it over, and then we'll have a one-on-one consultation, usually about an hour to an hour and a half. And during that time, you'll talk through the questionnaire and diary as well as discuss your lifestyle, your current exercise regimen, your health concerns, your family medical history, your existing symptoms, and really importantly, again, your goals. You can also discuss underlying emotional issues that may be affecting your mood, eating patterns, lifestyle. During this in-depth discussion, you may be asked to do some functional tests, saliva, blood, etc., to try to pinpoint specifically what's going on. Once we have a full and complete picture of your current nutritional, physical, and emotional situation, we'll develop a plan for you. That may involve some nutritional, dietary issues, working with our dietitian, working with our chef, or supplements. We can add those to the regimen as well. Vitamins, minerals, fiber, fatty acids, amino acids. But to get the most out of a nutritional consultation, you need to be as frank and honest as you can. The more complete picture that we have of what's going on in your system, the better that we can help. If you're interested in getting started, give us a call, 678-228-8900, or reach out to us through our website at thenutritionshop.net. Okay, again, that number to reach us at the office, 678-228-8900, 678-228-8900. Our website is thenutritionshop.net. We're sending out another newsletter this afternoon. If we don't have your email, we can't send it to you. So make sure you call our shop, tell them to add your email address to our system so that we can get that information into your hands. God bless you, folks, and we will see you back here again tomorrow. Take care.